Today I'm going to show you how to use artificial intelligence for SEO research. If you clicked on this video, you're probably not new to SEO. Come on, SERP? It's the search engine results page. It's the pedestal for the SEO marketers who have made it all the way to the top. This will guide you how you create your content because you need to understand what people are trying to accomplish, what their search intent is. Are they looking for a blog page or a product page? Are they looking for this type of apple, this type of apple, this one, or a place called Apple? But SERP analysis takes so long, sometimes hours, for just one keyword. And frankly, you do not need to be a mad SEO scientist or genius to do it. Now, here are the good news. Artificial intelligence is incredible at doing this type of work. So in this video, I have something very special for you. We're going to first scrape the first page of Google, then we're going to use artificial intelligence to classify user intent so you don't have to do it manually. I'm even going to show you how to summarize the first ranking pages, and everything is with one click. How about that? Honestly, I think this automation will completely blow your mind so that you never do your SERP analysis the same way again. Let's do this. Let's start out with our first use case. First, we need to get the data, what actually ranks, the top articles from Google into a spreadsheet so we can use artificial intelligence to analyze it after. Let me show you what we've got. Here we have a list of keywords, the keyword difficulty, the volume, and all that good stuff. Now, if I was to do this in the traditional way, I would copy the keyword, paste it in Google, and then try to analyze each individual article that's ranking here by hand. This is not how we roll at this channel, so let me show you how to automate all of this. First, I want to create a Google search link. Let's create a column search link. We need to turn this keyword into a Google search query. Ask ChatGPT to help me come up with this formula. It's hyperlink Google / and then we have the query, and then all of the spaces are separated with a plus instead. Obviously, you can click on the link to check it. This looks accurate. So I'm going to drag it all the way down. Step 1 is done. Next thing we want to do is visit each one of those pages automatically and scrape search results. Let me show you how to do this. So instead of us doing it manually, let's have artificial intelligence do the job. To make this use case possible, I'm going to be using a workflow automation tool called Bardeen. Link to this automation and to the extension is down below in the description. I'm going to open up Bardeen and click on this automation called Get SERP for a list of keywords in Google Sheets. It's down in the description. And for the spreadsheet argument, I'm going to type SERP analysis, select the tab, and then our spreadsheet contains a number of columns, including those Google search links and the keywords. I need to type the name of the column in our Google Sheet that contains the links, and then keywords. Let's run the automation. Bardeen is Googling each one of the keywords in the background and scraping real data. You can click on the hide button, of course. And to get results for these 4 keywords, it will probably take around 15 seconds. And there we have it. We have the first 10 articles for that keyword. Let's move on to the next one, and then the next one, and the next one. Pretty neat. This other version of the automation will add all of the SERP data inside a cell instead of adding new tabs. Let me show you how it works. Here I need to pick my spreadsheet. So my spreadsheet is called SERP analysis. The tab is called keywords. And then I need to find the column that contains all of the Google search links. It's called search links. And how many results we want to extract for each one of the keywords. We want 10. And let's run the automation. Okay, and there we have it. Bardeen has just created a new column called SERP. Let me format it a little bit so that you can see. Stellar. This is exactly what I was looking for. Now that we have all of the data in our spreadsheet, we can classify the search intent. And if you went to Harvard University's SEO Academy, then you know that there are 4 types of search intents. Number 1 is commercial, when somebody's trying to buy something. It's like buy a Tesla. Informational, who is Elon Musk? Navigational, Tesla. And commercial investigation, best electric car. So instead of us doing it manually, let's have artificial intelligence do the job. So there are 2 ways for us to use artificial intelligence to analyze the SERP results. The first one allows us to use ChatGPT inside Google Sheets. To make this happen, we'll need to use GPT for Sheets add-on. Let's open it up. Here we have a list of different functions. I'm going to be using the regular GPT function, and then inside settings, I can use GPT-4 model, and I'm going to make it as precise as possible. So let's write our prompt. Classify the following Google SERP results into the 4 categories. Then I go ahead and list those with examples, and then I say analyze the following data, and I point at the cell to be analyzed. So it looks like the first one is informational. Let's drag it all the way down. And boom, just like this, we've done our classification. Let's create a new column called intent, and then point at the name and then the description. And drag it down. And looks like based on the first 10 results, only one is commercial. Let me show you another way of doing it. Here I am Googling workflow automations, and I want to get a spreadsheet with all of the results and classifications done for user intent. This automation is called Find Search Intent from Google. Click one button, as I promised, and let's check out the spreadsheet. There we have it. I have the titles, the descriptions, the URL, and most importantly, the intent. Let me show you inside the automation so you can build your own classifier. And by the way, Bardeen AI classifier is out of this world. We're writing a research paper on this topic and how we've built it. I'm going to open up Bardeen, and here I'm going to open this specific automation in the builder and show you how you can potentially adjust the automation to your liking. So the first action just extracts information from the currently open page. And here I set the limit to how many list items I want to get. So I want to get only the first 10 search results. Again, if you want to make changes, you just replace that with 100, 50, or whatever your number is. So the scraper action will output the entire table, but I want to analyze each individual search result, each row in that table. That's why I have this get rows from table command. And then we're using the Bardeen secret sauce, the AI classification engine. And it's actually very simple. It's going to use information from a given spreadsheet row, and it's going to try to classify it in one of those 4 categories. You already know what those are. So you just add the category and describe the category. And here I also gave context to our AI model saying, hey, you are an SEO expert. You need to find the search intent for a given search query. And finally, you get to pick the AI model. Here I picked GPT-3, but you can use GPT-4, for example, if you think it's more accurate. It's just a tiny bit slower. And finally, the last 2 actions, we're creating a new spreadsheet, and then we're adding all of the information into that spreadsheet. Let's click on it. So the first 3 columns are coming from the scraper. This is the title of the article, the link, and the description. And finally, the AI classification is going to be our 4th column, which I called intent. Off to part number 3. Most likely you're doing SERP analysis before you actually have a content piece written. So you want to understand what is ranking and what's inside those articles. Again, you can go on each individual page, try to read the articles and see what's interesting about it, the key highlights, or you can use artificial intelligence to do this for you so that you can read only a paragraph long summary for each one of the results. Let me show you how to do it. Now, I'm going to use an automation that will visit each one of these links and get the web page content. Check this out. Let's go ahead and run this other automation. It's called Get Web Page Content of a Website. Select our spreadsheet, then our tab. Input the column name with the links to the articles. It's called link. And let's run it. Bardeen is extracting content from each one of those pages. And there we have all of the content from those web pages. How much content is there exactly? Well, let's find out. I'm going to create a new column called word count. And here's the little formula that ChatGPT has developed for me. Okay, there we go. 2,500 words, 1,700 words, 4,000 words. Now let's create another column called AI summaries. And let's launch GPT for Sheets add-on to use artificial intelligence here. Here's the prompt. Summarize the following text as bullet points, and let's point to content. Okay, just like this, here we have this entire article that I can read as a summary. Let's drag it down for the rest of them. And there we have it. Looks like some of the articles are a little too long, but this is already good enough. Thanks for watching. The links to all of the automations that you've seen in this video are down below in the description. And by the way, I have an awesome video about how to use artificial intelligence to create meta descriptions. I've optimized about 500 articles in a few minutes, and this is what I show you in the video. If you want to check it out, make sure to click over here next. See you there.